So I'm delighted to be joined by Chris Deacon of BBF here halfway through the sixth inning. Chris, obviously we've had a great day of baseball today. The weather tried to get in the way with it, but
did.
we've managed to play on, and now we're into the sixth inning here of the second game. Just give me a bit of like a brief about yourself, what you kind of do here for the BBF.
I'm the officials commissioner. Second stint is doing that. First time was back in sort of the mid 2010s. Come back to look after the umpires, scorers, and technical commissioners. It's the sphere of area, or whatever I'm trying to say there.
And how did you first get yourself into baseball, Chris?
Through my son. We were looking for a sport for him. He always had good hand-eye coordination. Baseball seemed like a decent one. I brought a plastic bat back from the US. He seemed to hit it around, so we started off at Hearts. And so with him starting, inevitably as a parent, they ask you to get involved. So I started getting involved, and they said, well, why don't you play? So I started playing, and then got involved with all aspects of club life, and then on the board back in 2014-15.
Yeah, so how is kind of like how you felt like the progression that we've seen over the BBF in the last few years under Tom Thornhill?
Yeah, it's been great to get the independents back in, or so-called independents, and bring some of those other leagues back in. It's been a huge change, I think, over the last 4 or 5 years because of external impacts such as PlayStations and everything else, which means that kids aren't perhaps quite as active. We don't have enough time in our lives, so broadening the offering and not everybody playing single 9-inning games, which I think pretty much was the case at most levels sort of 10 years ago. So bringing a much more recreational side at the lower end, and then obviously the still playing the high level stuff at AAA and NBL. So it's trying to accommodate and adapt to how society and the needs of people change.
So how do you feel like this season has gone? We obviously had the Summer Cup for the first time, as well as kind of having here for the finals weekend. What's your thoughts of this season so far?
Well, it's been pretty busy overall, clearly, with the qualifier, WBC qualifier last year, which then sort of led us into start of our season with GB up over in Phoenix, and then the regular season kicking in. So yeah, it's been full on. We obviously had a very busy 2 days here, again despite the weather. Managed to get everything in just about. Yeah, it's been full. It's been full on. I think it's probably the thing to say. And here we are leading up into the seniors, GB seniors, starting a week today. And we had the under 23s and the under 12s away. So it's been a busy year.
Yeah, we've seen pretty much phenomenal performances and groundbreaking performances across the board from the under 23s and the men's national team. But is there a target for the men's national team coming the Euros? I know if I spoke to Drew, he would probably say the aim is to win. They're not going to go there and do anything else. But is there a minimum target that you're aiming for, a semi-final berth, or?
I think I think the technical answer, so to speak, is I think it's a top 6 finish. Clearly you aspire to higher all the time, but I think that's where we're sort of looking for, given the current position, and aspirations with the potential for baseball and softball in LA 28, and of course with the World Baseball Classic, which we qualified for 2026.
No, cheers. Thank you very much for your time, Chris. I want to say, obviously, thank you for all the hard work that you and all the other volunteers in the BBF do to kind of put on a baseball season for some of us who play, as well as manage to enjoy others playing. So thank you very much, Chris. And hopefully we'll see another beautiful season of baseball come 2024.
Hopefully we'll do.
Cheers.
Thanks, Russ.